This is a 31 Pearls production, all rights reserved.
The Kebra Nagast, Chapter 63. How the nobles of Israel agreed with the king. And the elders of Israel made answer and said unto him, May thy good pleasure be done, and the good pleasure of the Lord God. As for us, none of us will transgress thy word, and we will not inform any other people that Zion hath been taken away from us. And they established this covenant in the house of God, the elders of Israel, with their king Solomon, unto this day. And Solomon lived for 11 years after the taking away of Zion from him. And then his heart turned aside from the love of God, and he forgot his wisdom through his excessive love of women. And he loved very greatly the daughter of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, whose name was Machshirah, and he brought her into the house which he had made. And there were figures of the sun, moon, and stars in the roof thereof. And it was illumined by night, as brightly as by day. Its beams were made of brass, and its roof of silver, and its panels of lead, and its walls of stone, red with black, and brown with white and green, and its floor was of blocks of sapphire stone and sardius. And he used to go and dwell therein through his love for this house, and his wife Machshirah, the daughter of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Now the queen possessed certain idols which her father had given her to bow down before. And because, when Solomon saw her sacrificing to them and worshipping them, he did not rebuke her or forsake her, God was wroth with him, and made him to forget his wisdom. And she multiplied her sacrifices and her worship and her folly, according to the stupidity of the Egyptians. And all the people of her house worshipped the idols, and learned the foolish service of idols. And, enjoying the pleasure of their foolish service, they worshipped with the daughter of Pharaoh, and the children of Israel joined themselves to her. And the women and their handmaidens joined themselves unto her in the worship and foolish service of idols. And Solomon himself found pleasure in hearing their foolish service and folly. And when she saw that he loved her, and hearkened, and held his peace, and asked many questions about the foolish service of the gods of the Egyptians, she made herself exceedingly agreeable to him. And she spoke to him with honeyed words, and with the tender speech of women, and with a sweet smile that accompanieth the presentment of an evil deed, and with the turning of the face, and the assumption of a look of good intent, and with the nodding of the head. With actions of this kind, she caused his heart to turn away from his good intent, and she enticed him to the evil of her work, wishing to drag him down into the folly of foolish service of idols through carelessness. And as the deep sea draweth down into its depths the man who cannot swim, until the water overwhelmeth him and destroyeth his life, even so did that woman wish to submerge Solomon the king.